ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Shri Guru Bhyo. So here, now he says in the 48th verse, we finished the 47 and we have to do 48. 48th verse. It started with the 47th verse, which says, all these riju means straight, vakram means crooked lines, or vakradiga, abhasam, alada spandidam yatha. Like alada has, by moving the alada, you see so many patterns. Now tell me where from these patterns came. Have they any substantiality? But you are seeing it. You are seeing it. But who has given birth to that alada? We cannot, that patterns. Alada we know. Alada is there. Is it too heavy? Alada is there. And it appears to give some patterns. Okay. So, these patterns that you see by the movement of the alada have no existence. But I am seeing it. No existence means you cannot say from where it came, how it came, how I am seeing it, all this you cannot explain. You understand? So also we cannot explain the world. Why was it born? Why? Who is the Karana? Amma asked that. That's a very vital question. Who has created? Nobody. Who has created the patterns? So what will you say? Nobody has created the pattern. So he says here, Raju Vakradiga Abhasam. They are all Abhasam. They are only a mere perception. You know what do you call it? Illusory perception. It's an illusory perception. In fact, by all laws of matter, you cannot say they have existence. If they have existence, you must be able to say from where it came and why it came. These two things you cannot say. So then, how do you say they are there? Okay, in the same way we are denying the existence of the perceptions that are coming from the Vijnanam, the consciousness, pure consciousness is called Vijnanam. In the pure consciousness, you are seeing some world and other things. But they do not have independent existence. They are not real. And when a thing doesn't have independent existence, they are not real. Without the alada, these patterns will not be there. When the alada has stopped, where did they all go? You don't know. Before, when the alada was moving, where did they come from? That, tipper. No, tip did not give. Tip was in motion, that is all. It did not give you pattern. And I am seeing it. You understand? And there is no reason. Who created that snake? Nobody. And why should anyway the rope create a snake? So why should the alada create those patterns. It did not create. It does not go back to the Alada. So between the two extremes, it's only a mere appearance. This is what they are trying to prove. If that is proved, this is also proved. Which one? From the consciousness, this whole world of unreal perception comes. From also we cannot say. From means there is karyakarana bhavam. No, there is no karyakarana bhavam. In the one, there cannot be karya and karana. This is what the whole passage means. That in that one there cannot be karya or karana. Karya karana vilakshan. For karya karana to take place, there should be at least two. And why he took this Alada example is because of its similarity to consciousness. Okay, this you can understand by reading. So I am not going into it deeply or anything. You can understand and you must make your own notes about it. What are the qualities which Alada has and which are identical with consciousness? When you make such a table, then you will understand. He has taken an appropriate example to tell us something like that only has happened in this world appearance. Don't use the word creation. World appearance. Okay. And now he says, Rajuvakradi abhasam, they are all abhasam alada spandidam yadha, just like the spandanam of the alada. Grahana grahagabhasam vijnana spandidam tadha. Can vijnana do the spandanam? No. So I told you that then the last class, vijnana must have some other ubadhi to, just like electricity should have ubadhi for it to express. So also consciousness is pure light of consciousness. It will not express as sat or asat. That also we have seen. Neither sat or asat. So how does this, through your own mind, you are seeing it is the illusion of your eyes and the mind. Optical illusion. You are seeing. It has no substantiality, it has no reality at all. And I am seeing something. The riju, the straight lines or the vakra lines that the Alada shows you is not born out of Alada, though it appears to be. The question will come now, if the Alada is not there, will there be any? Any figures like this, any patterns like this? So the pattern comes from Alada. No. Because without the lines also, Alada can stay. That is why. See, when you say it comes from the consciousness, then you will immediately say consciousness, pure consciousness is the karanam for all these illusory perceptions. But then the point is, even when there is no perception, consciousness is there. When do I know? Many times. Even in meditation, deep meditation, there are no objects perceived, but consciousness is. In the same way, you have to think a lot here. Okay? That is why I don't want to go on explaining. It will never end. Explain. He says here, grahana grahaga abha. Subject-object reality, the subject-object perception is there, abhasam, which is also an abhasam, vijnana spandidam tadha, and vijnana takes the help of maya. It is a maya spandanam. And what is maya here? The mind. Mind is maya and it's spandanam. Otherwise, Vijnanam is motionless. This is the only difference between Alada and consciousness. Consciousness can never vibrate, whereas Alada can vibrate. Have you understood? The difference first you understand. Then we will see the samyam. See the exact things in it. The one consciousness is surrounded by, and what is that makes you see? Ignorance. Is it not? What is it that makes you see the snake? The ignorance of the rope. So actually what is if at all there is a karanam, it is avidya. What is it that makes you see the patterns? Also because you are not aware of the real nature of Alada. So you say these patterns all belong to. We put one and one, two together and create our own ideas about it. So he says this is all not correct. It appears as many. In that darkness of ignorance, the one appears as many. The one Paramatma appears as many. And there you must use the Anvaya Vyatireka. When the Alada is moving, there are the patterns. When the Alada is not moving, there is Ajam, Nirvikalpam, Alada. There is nothing else there. Is it not? One and only Alada is there. When it is moving, there are appearances, patterns. So that he is going to explain the next verse. Aspandamanamala. Have you finished this? No. Aspandamanama. Aspandamana. Alada. Alada is written. Sure. You read. When they add one more this thing, the whole, don't get it. Here it is written, Aspandamanam Aladam. So the whole reading becomes affected. Aspandamanam Aladam Anabhasam Ajam Yadha. When not in motion, the firebrand is free from all appearances. All the various patterns that it has formed before, free from all that and remains changeless. Only one burning tip of Alada only you can see. You cannot see any more patterns. So it is Anabhasam Ajam. Ajam there means not that it is unborn or anything. It means changeless. Here Ajam means changeless, that which cannot undergo any change. That the firebrand has not become the patterns. Similarly, what is the connection? When you say Aspandamanam Vijnanam Anabhasamajam Yadha. And when Vijnana is not moving, not in motion, then what happens? It stays there as anabhasam without any reflection. Anabhasam means there is no reflection of it in the world outside, and it is ajam means it does not give birth to anything, it does not change. Changeless. There here ajam means changeless. Okay? Both are similar. I started to write the similarity and then I thought, why should I do homework? Let them do. Now you do. You will get, you can really make table with this. Alade spandamane vai nabhasanyado bhuvaha natadonyatra nispandan naladam pravishanti te. Alade spandamane, when that firebrand is in motion, why na abhasa anyado mugaha. The forms that are seen in it have not reached it from elsewhere. Where did it come from? All these abhasas. Abhasa means? We in Malayalam we say abhasa means unreal. The same meaning in the daily language we use it. Abhasa, no, not real. That appearance only, it is not real. For that we use the word in the vernaculars also. Many vernaculars have that word, abhasam. So he says, alade spandamane vai na bhasaha. There is no creation of the patterns. There is no patterns in that unmoving alada. Anyado bhuvaha. And when the firebrand, and it has not reached from somewhere else, then if it is not from the alada, then from where are these patterns coming? Not from anywhere else also. Not from meat, not from anywhere else. That means what? It is not there at all. It is only an appearance. You understand? It is never born. The main argument that Gaudapada, even before he was telling, if you cannot say among the two things which came first, then that means both have not come. Ajadi has to be established now. So here also he says, alade spandamane na abhasa anyado bhuha. There are no two things, hence no sambandham is there. There is only one alada. Okay? No two things. This that you see are not real and is not born out of the alada. In all these things it is identical with Brahman. Brahman is only one, from which nothing has come out. You understand? It is like the alada gives rise to these patterns. Your misconception, your not understanding that gives rise to misapprehension. Non-apprehension gives rise to misapprehension. So you are seeing a world and say it is real also, which is not real. Spandamane anyado bhuvaha natado anyatra nispandan naladam pravishandite. Or if you say, where did they go when alada has stopped? Where did they go? Is there any proof to say that they went back to the alada? It neither came out of the alada, nor it is going back to alada, because they are not there. You understand? My God, this is too much. Every time you said from Mayeva Sakalam Jadam, Mayi Sarvam Pradishtidam, Mayeva Layam Yandi. Now you are simply turning your own. To those people we said, not you. Have you understood this? This is a very tricky word there. If nothing has come out, then how can it go in? Neither coming out nor going in is there. Only in between there is a notion. It's a mental notion. Natato anyatra nispandad naladam pravishandide. No layam also, no sthiti also, no creation also. Srishti sthiti layam is another story we have made. There is no, what all he is denying. Now, no srishti, when srishti is gone, no sthiti, no layam. All imaginary. These kathakaras goes on adding new things to kathas. Like that, we are a people who have been hearing kathas for a long time. And has become totally established in the katha. Not, and you try to, when you're learning Vedanta, you try to connect both. Somehow that also should be correct. This also should be correct. It cannot happen. Because Katha was said for somebody else, not for you. Not for the person who is almost near the truth. For him, these Kathas look balisham. But we are not, our shoulders are not strong enough to hold such big ideas. We are comfortable with the Puranic stories and the Puranic gods. We are comfortable. Why are you disturbing our... Like that, the Dvaitins. And they will make their own reasons why. We don't want to know that. Why should we know? We will stand here and do all the puja, gija and all and enjoy that. And worship that through idols. Nedidam uvasade brahmatvam vidhi. Upanishad says in unequivocal terms, not in Mandukya or first Upanishad, Kena Upanishad. That says, Brahmatvam vidhi, you are Brahman, not that what you worship. We studied it so many times, but as it sunk, even our politicians, they keep on shouting, there's these Hindus, they like this, like that, and temples are like that. And moment they get the election, they won the election, they run to Tirupati. So nobody believes in what they say. You understand? They are only the vote bank they want, that's all. They are not believers of either this way or that way. No. Like this, in between. When it suits you, this. When it doesn't suit you, this. Like that. This type of people can never know the truth. Those who have got the ability to give up all their pet theories and pet beliefs only is the Uttamadhikari for realization of the truth, not others. So he says here, natado anyatra, all this is not there. There are no two things, hence no sambandha. One has not come out of the other. Is it not? These patterns have not come out of Alada. So it neither come out of it, nor came from outside also. Nor when the Alada stops, it doesn't get into it. Adu. So then, words only were there, no substance. What are these patterns? Mere words. Vajarambhanam, nothing else. Rijuvakradi, that straight line. Vakra lines and elliptical lines and circular lines, many things. You describe those lines. Which lines you are seeing? I cannot see any line. Who says? The Jnani. Jnani also sees, but he knows it is not the product of Alada. It is only a optical illusion. Do you know that you have got the cinema and the TV and everything because of your optical illusion. Otherwise you can't see a cinema. It is not that pictures that are there. It appears they are moving, they are dying, they are fighting, all these movements. Is it there in the movie? No. The same person is still pictures. You take the picture of that hero, heroine, everything, and they are all still pictures. And these still picture rolls of those films, their They are made to vibrate through that projector and you see the movie, which is real to you because you are seeing it. If you understand, if you understand this optical illusion, you know why you are seeing so many things in the world also. It's your own illusion. You never, nobody says, no, I don't want to see all this TV show. It is all merely cheating us because I have seen the film. Then I saw all are standing like this. And when they are moving, it appears as though they are running. Is it not? I don't know. Maybe our physics teacher will tell us something how it happens. I have no idea. I only know eyes have some problem. Born with it. Na tato, words only were there, no substance. Hence, no outside, no inside, no srishti sthiti and layam. No karyakaranam, because there is only one. If that is true of Alada, it is true of that also. It is also only one. So no karyakarana. And it also does not have srishti sthiti layam. Because from it nothing has come. In it nothing is playing. And into it nothing is going. So where is srishti, where is sthiti, where is layam? Nothing. All are appearance. Is there then a waking state, a dream state, deep sleep state? That also is only imagination. You go beyond it. You are the Sakshi of the Srishti Sthiti Laya of the so-called Jiva, which is also not born. It really, that Vandhyaputra example is the best to say what we are seeing. Vandhyaputra bathing in the mirage waters and all that. And wearing the Akasha Pushpa crown. A crown of Akasha Pushpa. And there's something else, I don't forget now. Holding the rainbow made out of Shasavishana. What can be more ridiculous than this? Similarly, we are always doing all this. Srishti Sthiti Laya. And he is the Karanam for all that. Poor Paramatma is endowed with all types of works which by you. And he himself is Akarta. And the top of it you say he is Akarta. Then who created this world? I don't know. Understand? And where does it go from here? We don't know. Then what is it? Zero. There is no Srishti, no Sthiti, no Laya. Wonderful. And then what? I alone am there. Finished. Now, an unreal thing cannot enter or emerge. That is true, An unreal thing cannot enter anywhere or emerge from something. A real thing can, but not an unreal thing. Hence, all this talk about Srishti is mere Vadam, nothing else. In Spandanam, I am the world. In quietude, I am Brahman. Just think of it. When there is the Spandanam due to Maya, due to the mind, Chitta Spandanam eva. When there is Spandanam, I am the world. And in quietude, when the mind has become quiet and there is stillness in the mind, then I know myself as Brahman. When it is moving, I see the world. Natado Vichane Spandamane. The next one. The Atma, you must remember that Atma is not a substance which has birth and death, and there is nothing other than Atma as per Shruti. Hence it is neither Karya or Karana. Karya Karana Bhavam, they need not have given so many points. One point it will be killed. And what is that? There is only one. So where is Karanam? Where is Karyam? Shruti has said it so many times in our Upanishads, in the Vedas, everywhere it is said. So there is no two. If there is two, you can say one is the Karanam of the other. There is no such thing. So only one, how can it become Karya and Karana or divide itself into Karya Karana? It's not possible. Vijnane spandamane vai. Oh, nanirgada aladate dravyatva bhava yogadaha Vijnanebi tathaiva Spurabhasasya visheshadaha. Now I am sorry. Vijnanebi tathaiva spura. Read. Tathaiva? Syu. Oh, you have to cut that. Vijnanebi tathaiva syu. Abhasasya visheshadaha. So, avisheshada. Na nirgada aladate. The appearances of the different shapes do not emerge from the firebrand. Na nirgada. It has not come out of the firebrand, have not come. Te dravyatva abhava yogadaha. These patterns have not come from the firebrand because they are not substantial things. Dravyatva abhavam means it is not a substance. You know, from a substance only can come that whatever comes out of it will be also dravyatvam is there. Substantiality is there. But the firebrand has dravyatvam. Firebrand is a dravyam. But the patterns that we see in it are not, have no dravyatva yoga. It is not, it doesn't have dravyatvam. Adravyatvam, we should say. It does not have substantiality. So, how can you say that something unsubstantial has come from something which is substantial? Dravyata bhava yogadaha. No substantiality. The different shapes, I'll give you the exact meaning. Dravyat nadargadaste vijnanat. Which is the nadargada aladate dravyatva abhava yoga. Dravyatva abhava means that state of dravyatvam is not there. Dravyatva abhava means the state of dravyatvam it doesn't have. That's one way of putting. Meaning thereby there is no dravyatvam. Dravyatva abhava yogadaha. Because of that, yogadaha means that connection is not there. Dravyatva abhava yoga. Because of its not having that state called dravyatvam. Have you understood? Dravyatva bhava yoga is not having that state of having dravyatvam. It's not there. These patterns, dravyatva bhava yogadaha na nirgada aladate. They cannot come out of alada. Then why? I am only see. No snake was given birth to any rope. Can we say? No. We cannot say that that rope has given birth to the snake. At least, why we cannot say? Because the snake is not a real one. If the snake is real, it has got dravyatvam. Have you understood? It cannot come out because it is a dravyata abhavam is there in it. Hence, it cannot come from a real rope. From a real rope and unreal snake cannot come because it doesn't have dravyata and dravyata abhava yogam is there. Hence, he says, Vijnanevi tathaiva syu avasasya visheshataha. And it is so in Vijnanam, in pure consciousness, in the same way. Because that which is appearing in that has no dravyatvam. No dravyatvam means no substantiality. Dravyatvam means substance, which is born, which die, generally. What is a dravyam? That is a word from the Nyaya Shastra. Dravyam means padartham. It's not a dravyam, all these are only imaginary perception. So, how can it come from that? Which is real, which is the only reality we are giving credence. So, only reality that is there is Atman, the self. From that Atman, how can these objects, the world which has no substantiality. Again and again, don't say, I am seeing it, I am experiencing it, I have prayojana is there. Don't say, I can see it in your eyes now. You are a waker and hence you are seeing. Not because it is real you are seeing, you are a waker. The moment you go there, you will know it is all one. Unnecessary. Why I wasted my time? How much time it took to tell me this? It's so clear. To whom? To one who has awakened to the higher state of consciousness. To him it is so clear, no explanation is needed. You know, the people who realize by merely one instruction from the teacher or read one line from the Shastra, they realize. And they say, why do you take so long to say this? We know it already, we have seen it. Nanargada Vijnanevi tathaiva syu abhasasya avisheshadaha. In Vijnana also it is the same thing. Why? Abhasasya avisheshadaha means not different. Non-difference. Samyam is there. Between the abhasa in the alada and the abhasa in the Vijnanam. Both are similar, alike. So, continuing, he says, the forms we perceive in the firebrand are mere abhasas and is not real. Similarly, in the consciousness, if one is seeing vikaras like janma and other things, not only objects, but also vikaras, also change. Vikara there stands for change. It is not real. It is unreal. He says in the Bhashyam, everything in the case of Vijnana is similar to the firebrand. One portion of the Bhashyam I am reading to you, to the fire. But in the case of Vijnana, the special feature is that it is motionless, which I have already told you. It is achalam. It is motionless. As there is no relation of cause and effect, the relation of product and produce cannot be established. Karya-karana bhavam cannot be established. Therefore, there cannot between Vijnana and the appearances, we cannot establish a Karya-karana bhava. Therefore, they are always beyond comprehension. That he is going to say in the next verse. Or in the 51st verse, I think. Allah, 52. In the 52nd verse, he is going to say, hence they are ajindyam, you cannot find a karyakaranam, and hence cannot be thought of by the mind and cannot come to a logical conclusion. And when we cannot do that, what do you say? It is anirvajaniya. That is all. One word they have coined. Whatever is Maya, anirvajaniya. So who's asked me the other day about Maya, I can only say it is anirvajaniya. Maya cannot be. You cannot say Maya is not there. You cannot say Maya is not there. Why you cannot say Maya is not there? Because you can see the world. That is why Maya Karyam is there. Maya is not there, but Maya Karyam is there. You cannot see Maya like that. If Maya is there, still Maya Karyam is there. Hence we come to the conclusion, inference, that there is something called Maya. Anybody has seen Maya? No. Sama. No Maya. The thing called Maya is not, nobody has seen. But we see Maya Karyam. What is the Maya Karyam? The entire samsara is the Maya Karyam. If you see a train running, nobody need to show you the driver. Huh? Without a driver, it cannot run. It is there. I have not seen it. But I have not seen his face also. But I know there is a driver when I am traveling in a train. Similarly, this train called Samsar, it has also a driver called Maya. That is all. Maya Karya. By Maya Karya, I realize. Karya Karana, Abhavad. In both cases, the appearances are illusory due to absence of Drivyatvam and Abhava of Karya Karana. That is the important thing there. Absence of Drivyatvam in what is? Appearing. In that appearance, there is no substance. It is only a mere imagination. Like the patterns are mere appearance without any substance. You cannot even touch it or anything like that. You can only see it. Similarly, these things are mere appearance in the mind and illusory due to absence of Drivyatvam and Abhava of Karyakaranam, and also they are always beyond comprehension. Ajindyam, which is coming in the 52nd verse. Okay, now the 51 and 52, we have to do 51 and 52. Vijnane spandamane vai na bhasanyado bhuvaha na tato nyatra nispandat na vijnanam vishantite. So, in the same Anvaya Vyatireka logic, they are coming to the conclusion, Vijnane. In Vijnana also same thing is happening. Vijnana is Spandamane vai. Only when the Vijnana is appear to be Spandanam is there or movement is there, though Vijnanam will not move. Then what moves? The Maya Spandanam it is. It is Maya which is shaking in the form of the mind. And it shakes. When it's Spandamane vai, the whole Dvaita Prapancha appears. When consciousness is vibrating through Maya. We must always add through Maya. Otherwise your argument will be wrong. Why? Because immediately there will be somebody in the satsang who will get up and say, but you only said that there is no movement. Now why are you saying vibrating? So you have to watch your words always. What did you say? It doesn't vibrate by itself. It expressing through the mind. You understand? Expressing through the mind. Through that But which mind? Don't ask. I don't know which mind. Your own mind. You see. What we are trying to say is not that you don't have mind, intellect and all that. You have everything. But all this is only unreal perception. That is all we are trying to prove. Not that there is no mind or intellect or anything like that. From the absolute standpoint, nothing is there. From the relative standpoint, everything is there. And all teaching, all study is from the relative standpoint. You know, why we find it difficult to understand is, you are in the relative level and we are talking always from the absolute level. That is very difficult to understand. Unless you are a waker also. So you have to think very deeply to know what they are talking about is the waking world experiences. Okay. So waking world, you have a mind, I hope. If the mind is not there, very good. Amani bhavam. Gone into. Sakshatkaram will happen. So he says, na tado anyatra nispanda na vijnanam vishandide. Dvaita prapancha appears when consciousness is vibrating. When consciousness is not vibrating, there is no prapancham. Prapanchopashamam. The second verse, in the seventh verse, seventh mantra of the Upanishad. Prapancha upashamam happens. And when is that? In deep moments of meditation it happens. If at all. In that moment what happens? Mind has become emptied. Amani bhavam has taken place and you do not see anything at all. Objects are not there. I am coiled up in my own consciousness. Consciousness, coiled up in consciousness is called samadhi. And then what do I see at that time? Nothing. Is it then sleep? No. What is the difference? Sleep is ignorance covered experience. Samadhi is very clear. Consciously I know. This is what's happened. There are no more appearance of Dvaita Prapancha when you are in that state of aspandamane. What aspandamane? The Vijnanam. So all your effort, all your sadhanas are only to quieten the mind. How you do it is your problem. And don't go on quarreling. Your method is wrong, my method only is right. That only other communities do not we. Your method also is right, my method also is right. Everybody is seeking that highest. So we have no business to say you have to reach there only by jnanam. Some people may not like to reach there by jnanam. They are very emotional people. Heart is overdeveloped in them. So they want to love the Lord. Okay. You love. And love and you reach the universal love. Which is God. I want to know it by intellect and then what do you say, nididhyasanam you do. Go on inquiring, atma vicharam, vichara margam. And you do the vichara margam and you reach the same goal. And I am going by, I don't like either of this. I am a yogi. I am going to be a yogi. And then what do? Raja Yogam. And then Shankaracharya says in Aparoksha Anubhuti, they don't torturing the nose. Pranayama according to him is torturing the nose. Very interesting book, Aparokshanubhuti. Very interesting book it is. So, why? You can't blame the Acharya, because every dependence on everything has to be removed to have that Aparokshanubhuti. Now you are depending on pranayam, he removes that. You want to do yoga, it will take away some of your medas. Medas means fat. That's what he had written there. We have done it in Uttarakanshi once. You'll become slim and trim. That's good. But you will not know Atman. That is not said. Then when will I know? Only when you do dharana, dhyanam, samadhi. Abhyasam should go on. First of all, to start yoga only, you must be, you have got, what is that? Preparations for yoga. Ashtanga yoga. That is, you have to practice. Yama niyama. Yama niyama you first practice. That is not there. Only the throwing up the hands and standing on the head and all that. Bas. That will give you good health. I am not denying. But is good health your goal? It's a very good method. But if I am asking for the highest, that is not your path. Vishanti enters. So he says, Nanirgadaste vijnana, not that. Ta nispanda na vijnanam vishandide. They do not enter into these appearances that you see, has not come out of that Paramatma, nor will it enter the Paramatma. Why? Because they have no dravyatvam, there is no karyakaranam. Because of those two things, it cannot happen. Okay. Continuing, he says, Nanirgadaste vijnanat. That is over. I'm sorry. Dravyatva bhava yogadaha karyakaranada bhavat Edo jintya sadaivate Ajindya sadaivate. They are ajindya. Even to think about it is not possible. Ajindya means to think about it is impossible. Chindyam means to think. And ajindyam means I cannot even think about it because they don't have dravyatvam. They do not have karyakarana bhava. There is only one. There are no two. Hence there is no karyabhava, karana bhava. And dravyatva bhava yogadaha. Karyakaranada bhavat. Because of these two reasons, ajindya sadaivate. Because of that, ajindyaha sadaiva. At all times, they are unimaginable. How did this happen? I cannot think about it. That is why every time you raise a question, it is difficult to answer also. Achintyam. Anirvajaniyam. Achintyam is another word for anirvajaniyam. Yeah. We cannot say it is not there, I am seeing it. Pratyaksha pramanam is there. And I cannot say it is there also because it can be in the case of realization, I know it is not there. That is all. Why? Dravyatva abhavat, karyakarana abhavat. Those two are very important in these verses. 52. Dravyatva abhavat, karyakarana abhavat, ajindyam. Because of that it is ajindyam. The whole substantial world is the result of an intangible consciousness in motion, is what we are trying to say, which is not acceptable. The consciousness is tangible, the world is intangible. Not, it doesn't have substantiality, hence we cannot. When it is in motion we see it, when motionless we cannot see. Dravyam dravya sedusyat anyadanyasya chaivahi dravyattvamanya bhavo va dharmanam nopapadyate. Dravyam dravyasya heduho. Only a dravyam can be the karanam for another dravyam. What is not a dravyam cannot be a karanam for dravyam. What is not there cannot be a karanam for any substance to come out. Dravyam, as Atma is unborn and one, it has no division as avayava and avayavin. Dravyam dravya sedu sad anyasya chaivahi. Dravyam is the karanam for other dravyas. Similarly, one thing will become a karanam for another thing. In the world also we see something is a karanam for another thing. Only thing is when we do the analysis of that karya-karana, you will see there are no karanas, and if one of them is unreal or one of them is not a dravya, that cannot be born out of any dravya. So, what is Atma? Atma is dravyam. Is it adravyam? And ananyam. Atma is not dravyam, and there is nothing other than that. Ananyam means there what? There is no other thing other than the Atman. So Atman is adravyam and ananyam. Ananyam means everything, whatever you are seeing is only Atman. There is no two, only one. So Jivo Brahmaiva Nabaraha. Because of that. If you are seeing positing a Jiva, that Jiva also is nothing but. So they added one more thing, Jivatma. You see how funny it is. Because they cannot say it is Atman, then they said Jivatma. And then in the end, they say Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikyam. There is no, Aikyam means two things should be there. There is no two things here. That means what? One of them is not born. Which is not born? Jiva is not born. So that is how they analyze. Anyasya jaivahi dravyatvam anyabhavo va. A separate existence is not there. Adravyam ananyam. Karyakarana bhavam is not sangadam. It is not possible to have such a karyakarana bhavam. Dharmanam nopapadyate. A separate existence, namarubatmakam jagat, is not possible. You took away my world. And what are you going to give me back? You don't ask me. You are going and arguing and taking away my world from me. So where will I stand now? Not I. I also gone. So when I say I, always I must mean only that. And there is nothing other than me in this. Whatever you are saying, that is me only. And because of that, if there is only one, you say one thing has come out of another. Both are different. They cannot be the same thing, cannot be born again. That is why we have denied birth. Because Atman cannot be born as something else. Ajadivadam is that. You cannot be born as Atman again. There is no need. Is it not? It is already born. It is already birthless. So how can it give birth to something? It is not possible. To become a cause, you have to become a cause to have a effect. An effect to come from you, you must become a cause. But in Atman there is neither karyam or karanam, and hence we cannot say anything has come out of it. To have that type of karya-karana, there should be two things at least, minimum. Two things are not there. Only one is there. So he says, ananyam dravyatvam anyabhavo va dharmanam nopavadyade. This is not going to upapannam. It is not possible. In other words, there is no foundation for us to think that there is a Dvaita Prapancham. But there is a Prapancham. That Prapancham is nothing but an apparent world which is not real, and it is nothing but, if at all you are seeing, it is Brahman only. Not different from Brahman. That world is not different from Brahman. In other words, it is a Vivartam. That is how Vivartavadam has come. It's a Vivartam means it's a appearance on that Adhishthanam which is Brahman. And what is it that you see on it? You will see anything you want according to your mind and vasanas. So we have got our own doubt whether a Ishvara is required. Ishvara Srishti, we say, where is Ishvara? In this type of approach, Ishvara also is not there. Then what is there? Nothing is there. You yourself, according to your vasanas. But vasana and all, where it's in the mind. But mind is not there. Again and again you come back to the same argument. You understand? Again and again you must say that is in the Vyavaharika world. In the Paramarthika world, there is nothing. Paramartham means truth. In that world of Paramartha Satyam, there is nothing. Only I am that. That is all. That is you also, they will say. Tadevatam tvameva tat. That is Paramartha Satyam. But you are in the world, you are not reached anywhere near it. You are still in the world of plurality. Then you have to posit all these things. Hypothesis it is. A mind, a body, an intellect, or that, this, everything is a hypothesis. And what the student has to do is to negate each of them one by one. And finally negate himself. Himself means the ego. Then what remains is you. Bas. Have you understood? Somebody asked for Maya, and the Chama reminded me, we have a story for that, and very interesting story, that a man had 17 horses. One rich man. And he was dying. So he wanted to divide it among his 3 sons. 3 sons. The first son will get half. The second son will get 1/3. 1/3? I used to tell this story. So she said, why didn't you tell that for the Maya? So I said, I'll tell tomorrow. 1/3. Second son will get 1/3. And the third, 1/9. The third will get 1/9. Have you understood the ratio? Half, 1/3 and 1/9. How can you divide 17? How can you make the horse into half? 17 horses only. 17 horses will not become 9.5, 9. No, the 8.5, it can't be made. You'll have to kill one horse then. So they were in a puzzle. Father conked off also. Then how to take this inheritance? Then 1/3 and 1/9 and all, very difficult. And they were going on arguing who should get what. At that time, a man came in a horse. That's the Guru. Okay, Guru came in the horse and said, I will tell you what to do. You put this horse also there, my horse. And they put that horse. Then how many it became? 18. So half, 9. You take 9. He said the first son. Then how many are remaining? 9. 1/3 of it. Oh, 1/3 of 18. Oh, 1/3 of 18, 6. You take that. And now how many are remaining? 9 plus 6 over. Oh, 1/9 or 2. So 9 9 plus 6 plus 2, 17. I am taking back my horse, and even now, this is called Maya. So I used to tell this often before, but I don't know, yesterday it didn't come to my mind. So she reminded me, Amma, why didn't you tell the horse story? It's a very interesting story. The one Maya horse, which made that trick. Have you understood? So that way is Maya functioning. We'll stop there. How many we have finished? 53. Dravyatya bhavo dharmanam nopapadyate. We will finish. What is there? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate.